So, truth is, you already have everything you need. And when I talk about what you need, I talk about you don't need more time, you don't need no more money, you don't need any more resources in order to scale your business. Granted, you do this one thing instead. My name is Corey Logaitis. I am a business strategist, coach, and professional speaker who helps business owners reduce their overwhelm so that they can double their revenue. And today, in the next 5 to 8 minutes or so, I am going to be busting the myth that you need to spend money to make more money, and exactly how we go about doing that. But before we go ahead and dive in, if doubling your revenue sounds like something exciting to you, you definitely don't want to miss out on June 10th. So Wednesday, June 10th at 1 p.m., I'm going to be doing a free masterclass on how to double your revenue in a recession while taking Fridays off. So go ahead, I'm going to drop a link in the comments below so you can go ahead and register, or drop me a comment and I will make sure you get the information to register. So let's talk now about spending money to make money. And my experience with this actually goes way, way back. So for those of you who are new to me and new to my work, before I was coaching and speaking full time, I helped run my family's business, where my family owns a large electronics distribution company based here in the Northeast and covers 15 something states. And from the very, very beginning, early on in my career, I was responsible for helping small mom and pop retailers grow their business in order to, not only help them make more money, but us as a wholesale distributor, then we made more money as well. And it was a challenge though, because for these mom and pop retailers, they were essentially competing with the very brands that they represented. So when you think about electronics companies, you think about different telecom organizations, Sony, AudioVox, Samsung, and people have a choice where to buy these products from. They could buy it direct from the manufacturer, or in many cases, they could buy it from a local retailer or local dealer. And it was my job to help our retailers sell more, because as a wholesale distributor, then we made more. And this was really, really tricky, because truth was, when you're competing against a Fortune 200 and up company, you don't have the same budget or the same resources that these organizations do, right? When you're mom and pop America, you're working with, limited staff, you're working with a limited marketing budget, you are pretty limited across the board. But there are so many different opportunities for you to grow your business even with this in mind. So it's really not an excuse. And the way you go about doing it is through two things. Number one, you have to get creative. And number two, you have to streamline. So when I say get creative, you have to learn how to position yourself within your market in a creative way that doesn't cost a lot of money necessarily, but still captures people's attention. So one great example of something that we did that was completely out of the box for these small retailers was we ran a promotion during Thanksgiving where they coordinated with local grocery stores. So again, it was two community businesses helping each other out. You had the local grocery store and then you had the local electronics retailer. And they set up in the store for the 2 weeks before Thanksgiving. And they offered dinner on them if they switched their TV service to whatever provider it was that they were doing. I forget if it was Dish or DirecTV or, whoever. But if the customers switched their service that day, they were going to give them a $100 gift card to use towards their groceries for Thanksgiving. Right? So that's what I'm talking about when you're trying to get creative. It's thinking outside of the box. It's thinking about how to partner with other local organizations. So in this specific scenario, it only cost the participating retailers that $100 gift card, which ultimately the grocery store benefited because the retailer had to buy it from the grocery store, and therefore the grocery store didn't charge them any money to set up in their store because they knew that they were going to be getting all of these sales as a result of the retailer being there and setting up for that promotion, right? So this is just one example of so many that you could do as a small business in order to be able to scale without needing a lot of money. $100 acquisition cost for a new customer, especially for that specific market, was very, very low. I think the average was, $300 or $400 a customer. So again, we got creative and we figured it out. And again, another way to go about it too is by streamlining what you currently have. Are you effectively spending your money? Do you need as large a storefront as you have? Do you need as many people working for you? So when you're able to, again, to recap, be creative in how you do things, and then number 2, streamline the way you do it, you have the ability to double and scale your revenue without needing to spend over and above what you're already spending to run your business. So I'm hoping this really helped you guys out. If this type of information sounds interested to you and you want to learn 5 key mistakes I see small business owners do that keep them working nonstop and prevent their growth, you're definitely not going to want to miss out on my upcoming masterclass. Again, it's going to be on Wednesday, June 10th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, and I will drop the link below for you guys to register, or you can just send me a comment if you missed this. So that about covers it for today. Does anybody have any quick questions before I go ahead and sign off? I know we had a bunch of people that joined. Oh, hi, Iqbal. Hi, Salah. Cool. Well, thanks for joining. If you have any questions, go ahead, drop them in the comments below. I will be checking all the comments on this live stream and answering them as we go throughout the day. And I will see you again soon. So take care. Have a great rest of your week, and we will chat later. Bye.